I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is July 26, Wednesday, 2023. So let's hop right into it here. We got this bullish day, technically. We came down to take out the previous day's low first. We got into that demand block right there, comes right into it. Better on a smaller time frame, obviously. And as you see here, we retrace back into this area here. We come into this imbalance on the 4-hour. Definitely refine information in here. Then we buy up for the whole rest of the day. And then when we reach our final target up top, we take a big sell down. So as I mentioned yesterday, you got to watch this video so this makes sense. The previous video, I said about this high. Do we take this high out? That's 35,752 level. All right. And that's what framed my day, because obviously when you got FOMC, you got news coming out, whatever the rates are, whatever the hell it is, you're going to see an injection of volume. You're going to see them trying to manipulate. The whole purpose was so they can grab this, man. I mean, that's just the whole point. Sure enough, when it gets up here a little bit above and then it sells down, right? So I mentioned that, watched yesterday's video, said that. All right, so you'll see the trading accordingly. All right, so let's go in. So before I do, we also have this range. Remember, we had this range from here to here. When we had it up to here, you didn't reach 50% of that range from here to here. But from here to here, as it kind of was a shallow day yesterday, that was an indication, okay, we're going up, and then now we'll probably retrace back in. It's just manipulation, right? They want to create some internal liquidity so they can take it. But then I'll look at this low and this high as the range. Retraces underneath 50%. That's how we got underneath here. And then we bought up, and then that's also how I made the range from here to here, because this is this when it pulled back today in the middle at night, I'm sorry, in the middle of AM or whatever, we accomplished getting into a discount area underneath the 50% and then shoots up, right? There's a lot to explain here in a way, but hopefully it doesn't get too complicating. But so open up here and then we shoot down. So this was a nice sell that came back from the open. This was around 7 something. I'm not participating. I'm only waiting till 9:30. So look at this. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But the bias, you have to have a strong bias of taking out this high and reaching that that level of February the 2nd of 2022, right? You got to understand that. So you're going to get this nice movement. Yes, we've been buying all this time. What have you learned all this time? Well, we're buying. You look for higher lows. What does it look like? Well, this was a higher high and this was the higher low. You thought this was the higher high and you're getting confused in here. Really, they're just setting up this to be the real range. So from higher low to higher high, what did it look like? Well, pull up, retrace, pull up, retrace, pull up, retrace. That's how you got to kind of look at it, right? So this is all that one leg from higher low to higher high, and you have it there, right? You got one move, two moves, and then that makes the leg. All right, what does the down leg look like? Comes down, pulls up one, comes down, pulls up another time, pulls down one more time. So that's here now, right? So when I'm here and it's 9:30, that's why you want to wait for the open. What did the price really get into? This is a 15-minute. Well, I have to stretch this out for a second. So look at this. That's that leg underneath 50%, right? And if you try to get thirsty and catch this, it was a decent trade. Just it's not something I would have held long, only because, well, again, I'm not trading at that time, and no one really should be at this time of the day either. But you understand that we have so much more structure to form. We have all these buyers from Monday. So today's obviously Wednesday. We came out and took out yesterday's liquidity, right? Perfect. Okay, but that's pretty hollow. I mean, we want to get a little bit lower technically, right? So what did I see? And I mentioned this yesterday. I said price would either come. I remember I said yesterday I would like the price to come down a little lower, and it didn't because it came only here and we bought up. You got to consider this as sort of support, right? But and dangling the carrot here. But what they did is they engineered liquidity, so they came down. And how many drives? 1, 2, 3, right? You see that? And you got to understand the flow. This is experience. You expect the price to come in here and to come into here, you know, at the least. See this nice high right here? So look where the price came down to. Very comfortable area of you can see it on the 1 hour too as well, right? So we shoot down into there, and you got this big imbalance of price here. So didn't come down to here, which I was okay with, only because now look what the time is. The time is now 9:30. I gotta go to a smaller time frame for this, to be honest, because you're not gonna see this. So I did all this literally on a 10-second chart. So I'm gonna just go to the 10-second chart because it's gonna be messy here, but I'm just gonna have to do it this way. So, all right. So now that you understand where we are down here, all right, yeah, this is going to be kind of tough, but remember over here it's now 9:30 and we have got lower into a discount and underneath that 50 fib, and you know, we've made, like, I'm looking at this as a higher low. Sure enough, we get this nice down candle right there. All right, we pop up, we come back down into it. Look at that, into this wick. All right, beautifully. And then we shoot up at 9:30. I'm sorry, yeah, 9:30, shoots up, retraces all the way down. So you're watching this live, and yes, it's a 10-second chart, but I have been watching 10-second charts for a very long time. So I don't look at this as taboo and, oh, it's FOMC day. Yes, it's very risky to be trading FOMC day. But at the same time, if you're experienced, you know what you're doing, yeah, you should stay away from it. And yes, the volatility is crazy, but to be honest with you, it ends up panning out the same way. I mean, you know, my intention here is to come up to that area I was mentioning. Anyways, you can see the entry right there, smacks right into it. Stop loss is right there. If it's going underneath, I could have put it here, which I should have, but at the same time, it's already reached this high, and then it reached down low to that candle. Beautiful. And where did I take this? Taking it to, man, it's hard to do this. I'm gonna go to a 5. Yeah, this is just too much shit to do and talk about, but where the hell, what the fuck's going on here? Okay. So where am I taking it to? This is the least minimum, and I need to kind of open up the chart again. I wanted to take it to this high right here, right? And it fell right short of it, but I wanted to really take it into, it wasn't on this time frame, it was on a 15-minute. I wanted to take it to this up block right here. See that? I wanted to take it here, and I wanted to take it above here, but look how short it fell. How short it was from hitting that high. And I wanted to really hit this. This was my main target. Yes, I understood there was liquidity here, the high here, and all that, but I'm trying to take my money as it comes. I'm not worried about being perfect and right. And this was pretty much when I took the buy and it kept going. This is a pretty nice area. Yes, I understand we have this imbalance. I don't need to be right. I need to be profitable. I need to win the trade, right? And I need to take the money when the extreme is done for me. All right, so that's what that trade was. So I'm trying to go through this. So, all right, so took the trade here, and then price retraces back. Okay, these are entries as well, but I don't really know what's gonna happen. I thought they might come back down one more time to shake the market, so I left it alone. All right, so then when the price pops up here, so you got to be patient. Once you take this trade, sit back and see what's gonna happen. It's fucking early in the day. Then we get this price up here, and then I take a trade here to sell, because I was like, okay, we came up, We might come down a little bit lower or whatever. Yes, I know we have this high here and this high here, but I don't know what's going to happen. So I took my chance and I took the trade, lost this trade. Then this trade happened at lunch. And if I was buying from here, what I've learned is I always want to generally hold it into lunchtime, like 12 o'clock, 5 minutes before, maybe 10 minutes after. This ended up happening at 12:20. 12:20 is another time in lunch that, you can get a reversal to take away all the profit from people who were buying if it's a buying day. So I take this trade, boom, I take it underneath here to the liquidity, right this point right there, and then I was out. Saw this big bullish candle. Okay, and yes, it came more down. Well, I don't care. So now we're inside the opening gap, right? So I'm waiting. I take this trade. I don't do shit else. And then here comes the 2:30 time when I got to go to a 10-second to show you this. So at this point, right? That's that lunch sell, okay? And I'm not doing shit. I'm seeing structure here, letting it flow. Look, structure here. That's at 2 o'clock. That's when he starts talking, or news come out, and then the conference starts at 2:30. So I've seen this a million times. You see the structure here, okay? So then the price comes down here. Price comes down to here, and look at the time. Okay, it's pre 2:30. So I wanted to be a little bit ahead because I've seen this a million times. So what happens is the price comes down. Hopefully this is easy to see here. So price comes down here, all right, and then takes out all that liquidity, leaves this. This has already been taken out. See that right there? That's already been taken out from this low here. But then we pop up. It's a new high from here, and we retrace all the way back down. Look where we stopped. We stopped literally at the same dead of tracks. Now, this is an equal low, which is not a common trade for me to take. I'm only taking this trade here because I've seen this a million times. They'll start getting bullish, and sure enough, they started getting bullish. So I'm already in. I'm pushing the button. Price comes back down. Now it's 2:30, right? And it holds. I don't care. I'm all good. So, and sure enough, I'm already in here. I only took it because of this equal low. Now I know we're going to come back down and take this out. But for entry purposes right now, for this scenario, why? Because I want to take this green high, which is the major high, which is that high of yesterday. So yesterday's high, I know we're going to bust through that, and we're going to reach that high of February 9th, which is all up here. So I literally wait till we smack this level and I'm out of the trade. So now I'm going to show you these trades only because I'm going to show you these three trades only because I can't. So long story short, when I try to screenshot and I have the levels like already on the chart live, like the buy and when I try to command shift and hit 4 on a Mac, it doesn't record the entry levels. It doesn't show it. It will just show the background of my screen. I don't know how to fix that. If you know how, let me know. But I don't know how. So the problem is when I hit Command Shift 4, like I just hit now, and then I gotta highlight the whole screen, and then it shows up here to the right. So I'm just gonna delete this because then I have to hit Save to Desktop. So I got to do all that, which you might think is not a lot of work, but when I'm trying to fucking focus on this price so I can share with you, it's not going to be easy. So that being said, I'm not going to, this ain't have it your way shit. I got to focus on what I'm doing, and it's difficult to screenshot the after because, I have to screenshot it, and I'm on a 10-second chart, dude. This thing can move all types of directions in that process. So the best I can, I'm able to show you these last three trades, and that was, to me, good enough. Anyways, long story short, we take it up to here, and let me show you that trade here. Right here is the buy. Yep, that level, 610. I get filled in. So this pushes down, and it's an equal low right there. So right away, I know this is common. Call it luck, it's fine, whatever you want to do. But in experience, I see this just shooting up, and it did. Shot the fuck up. So that's the entry level right there. As you know where my target is. And then I screenshot it, literally smacking that level. Like literally. Okay? So there's the buy. All right, that's 5600 in profit right there. And then, well, because again, I know they're going to be bullish and take all this shit out, man, with that February 9 level. Anyway, so let me go back to the screen here. Okay, so now that we're up here, all right, so we take out that level of February 9. And yes, I'm out of the trade. Now I'm waiting. I'm not immediately hitting sell here. I'm waiting. I let it stretch out. Then you get this big, dumb candle. Look how big that candle is. So for you to get a pattern that we like to see, you're going to have to wait forever. Me, I'm not doing that. So right when this bearish candle closes, this thing pops up and comes down, happens to come right back into that wick. You see how there's a high, there's a lower high and a lower high. You see that? I want to see that. I want to see that type of movement. And I want small risk. So this is tiny. This is literally 4 points or whatever the hell this is. Or no. No. I'm sorry, not 4 points. Fucking, this is 9 points. So perfect hell, and it holds. Look at the time is. We're after 2:30, and we're gonna start approaching the lunch, the power hour. We're expecting all this price to get wiped out. I teach this every day. You're wiping out liquidity, and it's balancing every day. That's all it is. So I took this sell, beautiful sell, and then my dumbass got out right here, which is fine. It's okay. I wanted to take it to under here to where I bought, but at the same time, I'm just all the profit is. I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be right here. I want the big portion. Because when I saw this, when it came down with that big candle, I was like, okay, that's a nice stretch. And then it came up and it came back in. And sure enough, I was like, nah, fuck that, I'm out. So let me show you this trade. Right there. So there's the entry right there. I'm already in it. I didn't even need for it to come back. I'm already in it. Once this bearish candle breaks down from this open of the previous candle, I'm in it. Because you see how it came up? See how it came up and didn't take out that high? So I'm like, okay, cool. So once it comes down, this is more momentum for me. This is more understanding. This is not really a pattern that you need to be trading, but it's confidence. We've already stretched above that February 9. All right, and then I know I got all this liquidity down here, right? So take the sell. There it is. And here's where I get out. I take this picture just because I it's moving fast and I want to show the profit. It actually came lower for me and I made more profit than this 4,800. But again, I'm showing you the logic, taking the money out, and I didn't care about it coming down here, right? So that's the trade. So literally took that. And again, when I take the screenshot, more is happening. By the time I really get out, it's a little more candles than this. But I have to be able to screenshot and fucking shift command 4 and then and hover over it, and I can't be doing all that. I don't give a fuck. So that's just what it's gonna be. All right. Other than that, so I end up getting out and then shoots all the way down. I was like, motherfucker. So it came all the way down here. Would have been a nice big chunk of change more, but that's okay. I shouldn't even be trading this anyway. I mean, technically, you should not be trading, especially new people, at all on days like this. But practice, whatever. Anyways, we get underneath here. We get this. Look at all these candles. Comes down, very common. And we hit this. Damn, man, it's kind of hard to. This video is gonna be forever, man. So now remember, I have this higher low that we did on this fib underneath here, came down, bought here. We stretched out. This is another leg. So look at the movement. Look at the movement all the way for this leg. Where's my next sell leg retrace? I got this higher low to this higher high. Here's 50%. I should have held it underneath 50%, and I didn't. But it's okay. You don't have to. The point is you still made profit. You don't have to be right. Ended up coming down to here. Now I see this, and I'm like, okay, you took out this guy, and you stayed in here. All right, this is very common. They don't need to come take that out. Yes, they could have came and sank and all this shit, right? But at the same time, everybody, they made it easy for people to sell this. They actually made it actually very easy to sell this. All right, very easy. This was not hard at all. You had to have patience. So when they brought it all the way down here, and I know I'm at a 25% level here on the whole range, all right, this is a good place to take a buy. Now I'm taking this buy again only because I wanted to come up to this green line because that was the high that we ran through, and they use that as they reference that level. Also, we have imbalance and liquidity in here, and people sold. So yes, I took this trade as well. I got my nice little, see this down candle pops up, pops right into it. See that? My pattern. I take that pattern all the time. No, but I don't just do it here, 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 here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be more of an upset. Where's the upset? We took out these guys here, and then these guys right here, and look at the way this next bullish candle performs. Call it engulfing. I don't care what you want to call it. But we're already stretched here. Now look what the time is though. So the whole goal is I'm selling into this because it's the power hour also. Usually after 2:30 you'll see the move sometimes, which this is what ended up happening. Rolled into 3 o'clock, shot all the way down. Now it's 3:20. Now sometimes you'll see the algorithm move to now what? We took out all these people. Now you got all these sellers here. You got to wipe them out. So this level is a good level. As you see, look how it reached. Look how it's respecting this line right here. Bounces off the opening gap today, shoots right to it. You see how it's playing around it? Like, that's not fucking by accident. So that's why I had it there. But it's the end of the day for me. Oh, and by the way, and it happens. Look how they reach it right at 4 o'clock. That's why those last 10 minutes. So because the problem is I got out right here. I got out right here actually. And the reason why is because I wasn't sure if they were going to use the rest of the power hour in the last 10 minutes of the day to come and take these guys out. So I took the profit. It was a nice $3,000 move right here. And I was fucking done. And I should have held it because look where it came. But what's the point of all this? I don't have to be right, dude. I can still make money in this short ideas of the trade. So let me go to the actual trade. Here is the trade. Here's the entry. You see that same pattern, 10 second. There it is. All right. And I can't screenshot it right here. I have to watch what's happening. So this is like literally 60 seconds later or something. All this. By the time I screenshotted it and it's up here, and by the time I do Command Control 4 and all that shit, it's here. So I took that anyway. And then I show you where I actually close out, which is right here. Because we end up taking that liquidity. We're in this here, and it could have came down. It really could have. But I was like, yo, hold it for this level. It's going to get there at the last 10 minutes. Sure enough, it did. But that's okay. Because you just get better. You just get more experience. You're getting profitable. You're taking the money. And that's just what it is, man. So yeah, really exciting. You know, I mentioned all the losses as well, didn't I? Right here, taking this loss here. I had another one right here. I think I mentioned this already, right? And yeah, and everything else kind of panned out on its own. This was a day that I was surprised to not have taken more little losses trying to catch them, but it was just very clear. Obviously waiting for the flow here. This is not a typical trade for me. Only reason why these trades kind of happen is because you're going to get like a whole extra day in the PM session on a day like rates. So yeah. Anyways, I hope all this makes sense. And as far as tomorrow goes, man, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. I really don't care either. We're sitting in the middle. We have liquidity here and we have liquidity here. If you had to ask me, because we came down below 50%, this range is low. So we could, if I got a gun to my head, I'm going to tell you it's going to probably come and take out these lows right here. So going on a 5-minute real quick. I'll be honest, I don't know, man. If it stays above this area here, then we're buying up. If it stays underneath this area here, then obviously we're coming down for this and probably even lower. It's very possible. But right now, you're still bullish. You know what I'm saying? You're still bullish. You know, look at the bodies here. Look at that. Look at the bodies. See that? So, whoops. So, you know, again, where are we going for the rest of the week? If we look at the week candle, it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty up there. I would expect it to come back down to, where is it? Let me see here. I don't know. I kind of, this low is looking very suspect to me, but it'll be interesting. I'll be honest, it'll be interesting. I mean, look, they've came up here. I thought they might would hit there into here, but or the open of this up candle, which is maybe in the cards. It might be in the cards, man. But they took this out. That was a big piece. So I don't know. I don't know if they really need to come up here anymore. They did a great job fucking all these people over. So and you know, big exhaustion here. We might get another candle to push up on the next 4 hour. It might come to take out this liquidity and then come down. But yeah, I'm just trying to analyze as we speak now. I don't know. This is where we are. So very crazy place to be. Could it buy from here? Sure, it could, man. I don't know. You just got to see the way the day rolls. But this is a higher high, and this is definitely a nice higher low. So, you know, does this higher low get protected? That's the question here. So if not, you'll be expecting to take this high. You know, if you learn anything this whole last 2 weeks, it's buying. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.